Fighting with the swords, gone. Playing with the brain, on. Let's play Giraffe Chess Hattrick League Season 3.
International Giraffe Chess Federation presents Hattrick League Season 3 between 10 Proddatur teams. Hello everyone, welcome to India's new 68 squared Giraffe Chess Academy Proddatur, and welcome to the live telecast of no draws, no resigns, only win or lose in just 70 moves Giraffe Chess Hattrick League 2024 Season 3. Let us watch Hattrick League first qualifier match between Proddatur Spartans versus Proddatur Chiruthas. Each team consists of 3 players. Whoever team all outs opponent all 3 players is the match winner. Let us see the toss at the center of...
It is time for toss between 2 captains. No? So tail is the call from Proddatur Chiruthas. It is tail. Toss won by the Proddatur Chiruthas team. Now let us see what they are going to select, white or black. Proddatur Chiruthas team, they won the toss and elected to play first game on black side. So let us watch even today's match also between these 2 and these 3. Here important thing is in this league, it is very unique league in the world. Each team consists of 3 players. Whoever team all out opponent to 3 players is the match winner. Now let us see even today's match who is going to be Hattrick hero. Anyhow, congratulations both the team players and all of you. We'll shake hands.
Now, let us watch first game of the match between Proddatur Spartans team opening player Jaswant versus Proddatur Chiruthas team opening player Suraj Kumar. Let us see among these 2 players who will win this game and who will do hat-trick and who will be the hat-trick hero of today's great match. Let us watch. Let us move on to the court. Young Scholar awardee Proddatur Spartans team opening player Jaswant is ready to play on white side. Let us see on other side of the court. 10 times a hat-trick hero, best scholar awardee Proddatur Chiruthas team opening player Suraj Kumar is ready to play on black side. Now we can see both players are ready to start the game 1 of the match. Black side player Suraj is ready to hit the clock. Yes, he hit the clock. Game 1 started.
Pawn to e3, pawn to d5, pawn to d4, pawn to e6, knight to f3, knight to f6, knight to c3, pawn to c5, giraffe to d3, knight to c6, bishop to e2, bishop to e7, bishop to d2, castling at king side, knight to e5, pawn to c4, giraffe to g4, knight capture, knight to e5, pawn capture, knight to e5, knight capture, giraffe to g4, bishop capture, knight to g4, pawn to f6, bishop to e2, pawn capture, pawn to e5, giraffe to g1, bishop to c5, pawn to f3, pawn to d4, pawn capture pawn to d4, pawn capture pawn to e4, knight to e4, bishop to b6, bishop captured pawn at c4, king to h8, queen to e2, rook to e8, bishop to b5, bishop to d7, bishop capture bishop at d7, queen capture bishop at d7, giraffe to f4, pawn to e5, giraffe to c5, rook to c8, pawn to b4, giraffe to c6, pawn to g4, giraffe to f7, knight to g5, pawn to h6, knight to h3, pawn to e4, king to f2, pawn to e3 and check to white king, bishop capture pawn at e3, pawn capture bishop at e3 and check to white king, king to f1, bishop capture giraffe at c5, pawn capture bishop at e5, c5, rook capture pawn at c5, rook to d1, queen to a4, knight to g1, rook capture pawn at c2, queen to e1, pawn to e2 and check to white king, knight capture pawn to e2, rook capture knight at e2, queen capture rook at e2, rook capture queen at e2, king capture rook at e2, king to h7, rook to d2, king to g6, king to e3, giraffe to f6, king to e2, queen to c4 and check to white king, rook to d3, giraffe to c6, rook to d1, giraffe capture rook at d3, rook capture giraffe at d3, king to g5, king to d2, king to f4, rook to c3, queen to d4 and check to white king, rook to d3, queen to b2 and check to white king, king to e1, giraffe to f3, rook to d4 and check to black king, queen capture rook at d4, pawn to h3, king capture pawn at f3, king to f1,
And now we can see Suraj immediately
Queen to
moved his queen
D1
to
and check to white king, and
D1
it's a
and
checkmate.
set check to white king. It is not only check, it is a checkmate win to Suraj. What a superb checkmate win to Suraj. Jashwant out. Proddatur Spartans team first player Jashwant out. And with this win, Suraj won the first game and still need 2 more wins to do Hattrick and become Hattrick hero of today's great match. Let us watch second game of the match between Proddatur Spartans team second player Tejesh versus Proddatur Chiruthas team opening player Suraj Kumar. Let us see among these two players who will win this game and who will do Hattrick and who will be the Hattrick hero of today's great match. Among these two players, Suraj Kumar already won the first game and now playing for winning second game. Let us watch what will happen. Let us move on to the court. Young Scholar awardee Proddatur Spartans team second player Tejesh is ready to play on black side. Let us see on other side of the court. 10 times Hattrick hero, best scholar awardee Proddatur Chiruthas team opening player Suraj Kumar is ready to play on right side. Now we can see both players are ready to start the game 2 of the match. Black side player Tejas is ready to hit the clock. Yes, he hit the clock. Game 2
Pawn to
started.
e4, pawn to h6, knight to f3, pawn to e5, knight to c3, pawn to d6, bishop to c4, pawn to d5, knight capture pawn to d5, bishop to e6, knight capture pawn to e5, bishop capture knight at d5, bishop capture bishop at d5, giraffe to c6, giraffe to d3, knight to d7, knight capture knight at d7, king capture knight at d7, queen to g4 and check to black king, king to e8, queen to f3, pawn to f6, queen to h5 and check to black king, king to e7, giraffe capture giraffe at c6, pawn capture giraffe at c6, queen to f7 and check to blocking, king to d6, queen to e6 and check to blocking, king to c5, queen capture pawn to c6 and check to blocking, king to d4,
Now we can see Suraj immediately
queen
moved
to
his queen to c3
c3 and check to
set
blocking,
check
and it's a
to
checkmate.
blocking. It is not only check, it is a checkmate win to Suraj. What a superb checkmate win to Suraj. Tejesh out. Proddatur Spartans team lost the second player Tejesh. And with this win, Suraj won continuously 2 games and still need one more win to do hat-trick and become hat-trick hero of today's great match. Now, let us watch third game of the match between Proddatur Spartans team last player Nawaz versus Proddatur Chiruthas team opening player Suraj Kumar. Let us see among these two players who will win this game and who will do hat-trick and who will be the hat-trick hero of today's great match. Among these two players, Suraj Kumar already won continuously 2 games and now playing third game for doing hat-trick. Let us see what will happen. Let us move on to the court. 12 times hat-trick hero, best scholar awardee, Proddatur Spartans team last player Nawaz is ready to play on right side. Let us see on other side of the court. 10 times hat-trick hero, best scholar awardee, Proddatur Chiruthas team opening player Suraj Kumar is ready to play on black side. Now we can see both players are ready to start the game 3 of the match. Black side player Suraj is ready to hit the clock. Yes, he hit the clock. Game 3
pawn to
started.
d4, pawn to d5, pawn to c4, pawn to e6, pawn to e3, knight to f6, knight to c3, pawn to c5, pawn capture pawn to d5, pawn capture pawn to d5, knight to f3, knight to c6, bishop to d3, bishop to e7, castling at king side, pawn to c4, bishop to c2, castling at king side, pawn to b3, pawn capture pawn to b3, pawn capture pawn to b3, giraffe to e6, rook to e1, giraffe to b8, pawn to e4, knight capture pawn to e4, knight capture knight to e4, pawn capture knight to e4, rook capture pawn to e4, giraffe to b5, rook to e3, giraffe capture bishop at c2, queen capture giraffe at c2, bishop to f6, bishop to b2, rook to e8, rook capture rook at e8 and check to black king, queen capture rook at e8, rook to e1, queen to d8, pawn to d5, bishop capture bishop at b2, queen capture bishop at b2, knight to e7, queen to e5, bishop to d7, queen to e5, knight to g6, queen to d5, bishop to c6, queen to d4, giraffe to a6, queen to d3, queen capture pawn at d6, queen capture queen at d6, giraffe capture queen at d6, knight to e5, knight capture knight at e5, rook capture knight at e5, pawn to g6, pawn to f3, king to g7, king to f2, king to f6, giraffe to e3 and check to blocking, king capture rook at e5, giraffe capture giraffe at d6, king captured giraffe at d6, king to e3, rook to e8 and check to white king, king to f4, rook capture giraffe at e0, king to g5, rook to e6, pawn to g4, king to d5, pawn to h4, king to d4, king to h6, rook to e8, king to g7, king to d3, king capture pawn at f7, king to d2, pawn to h5, king to d1.
Now we can see Suraj is
Pawn
just
capture, pawn
one
at
step away
g6.
to win by crowning. Yes, he moved his king
King
to
to
d0
d0
and
crowning.
won the game by crowning. What a superb crowning win to Suraj. Nawaz out. Proddatur Spartans team last player. Nawaz out and Proddatur Spartans team all out and lost the match. Suraj continuously won 3 games and did superb hat-trick and become hat-trick hero of today's great match. And this is his 11th hat-trick in Hattrick League. Congratulations, 11-time hat-trick hero Suraj. And finally here is the result of playoff Hattrick League Season 3 qualifier 1 match. In this, Proddatur Chiruthas team all outs Proddatur Spartans team and won the match in straight 3 games. And with this win, Proddatur Chiruthas team enter into the Hattrick League Season 3 finals. And congratulations to the Proddatur Chiruthas team, captain and all the three players.
Hello everyone, welcome to Chiruthas Hattrick League Season 3. Just now, playoff matches started in the Hattrick League Season 3. Today, we have witnessed very great playoff match, qualifying match. In this, we have top two teams, that is Proddatur Chiruthas team versus Proddatur Spartans team. Both teams, Chiruthas and Spartans, they fighted very well. They battled on 68 squares. Finally, one team and one player completely sealed the entire match. So he allowed opponent all three Proddatur Spartans team players by just one hand 10 moves. But he missed the only one thing is he can't able to all out all three players with checkmate. That is the only uniqueness in today. Remaining is say he is none other than Proddatur Chiruthas team captain, best scholar awardee and 11 Hattricks hero. 11 above 10 now. 11 Hattricks hero. Chiruthas, please come over there. All of you big clap. Congratulations Chiruthas. And with his play, his Chiruthas team entered into directly to the finals of Chiruthas Hattrick League Season 3. Congratulations. So this is the 500 rupees cash prize for the Hattrick hero of today's match. Now, shall I have a small interview? Students, completely dominated and you take your team into the final. For that I congratulate you. That too, you played with mighty against your opponent Proddatur Spartan team. Spartan team again they have to play to get into the finals better. But this team, Chiruthas team, directly entered into the finals with this team. So you did very good job. All the players, all the spectators, they enjoyed the Proddatur Chiruthas versus Proddatur Spartans playoff match. Now, you all players in one hand 10 moves. The first player you out in this is Jaswant. You out by checkmate as usual with 49 moves. So what is the game winning move? Okay, so that is the game winning move from the Chiruthas. So all spectators completely mesmerized with that move. Next one we have Tejas. You out Tejas by just 17 moves. Tejas is very good player, but I don't know what magic you created, what mistake he did, what is the game winning move? Yes, exactly. Otherwise, Tejas is a very good player. Unnecessarily, he made a mistake in the beginning move. So, the next player is the captain of Proddatur Spartans team, Nawaz. He is almost 17 times Hattrick player. You out him, Nawaz opponent captain by not by checkmate, by crowning white.
And I played a crowning method, and I played on the 40th move. I played 2 to dinner and won the crowning method.
Yeah, so if the opponent player is very tough player, generally can't be able to win by checkmate. as he said. So finally, he made out by crowning in 44 moves the great player Nawaz out. So with that, he became today's Hattrick hero. His team entered into the finals of Hattrick League Season 3. All of you be ready for the finals to watch once again Chiruthas magic, whether his same magic will